What's worse than coming home and finding your water heater has let go and made a mess in your basement? Or maybe worse yet, started to flood it. Here are the top 5 signs to know that your water heater is about to fail. Hi, I'm Jonathan with Green Energy Mechanical out of Lexington, Mass. But today I want to talk to our customers that we serve in Arlington. I've been finding a lot of customers in Arlington have been dealing with water heaters that have failed, and we're getting to the home and it's too late. They already have, towels laid out everywhere trying to control it, and it's a mess and it's emergency. And so I don't want that to happen to you. So what I wanted to do is I created this video, and it's the top 5 signs that you know that your water heater needs to be replaced. This way you can get ahead of it before it turns into emergency. So let's dive right in. Number 1 is rusty water coming from the faucet. Now, in Arlington, you're not on well water, so we don't have to worry about iron or anything like that coming out of the faucet, or any rusty color water that way. In fact, an easy way to know if your water heater is compromised is if you turn on the hot water and you have rust coming out, turn it off, and now turn on the cold water and you don't have rust. That's a clear sign that the tank has been compromised. And what happens is over time, the hardness and the water quality starts to break down the inside of the water heater, and that rusty, corrosive water that's inside there will eventually eat away at the tank, and you're going to need a new tank. So if you're noticing that you're getting rusty water coming out the faucet on the hot water side, chances are you need a new water heater soon. Number 2, you have leaks at the base or water pooling at the bottom of the water heater. I don't want you to mistake this for maybe, Joe, it's just a fitting that's leaking, or maybe it's just condensation. Small leaks can turn to big leaks really quickly. So if you're seeing that you have water leaking at the bottom of the water heater, it's definitely time to get it taken care of. Another place to look for is on the top of the water heater. You're going to notice the flat top, and on the top of it you'll have 2 metal pipes. We call them dielectric nipples, and those are the pipes that connect to the copper pipes to your home and the pipe in between that connects to the water heater, right? And those dielectric nipples can start to corrode over time. Now, if they corrode really badly and you see a bunch of scale build up on them and then they're actually weeping and leaking, that's another sign that it's time to get that water heater replaced. Number 3, rumbling sounds or loud banging sounds. Now, chances are if you have a water heater, you've had it for a few years and you've never flushed it or had any maintenance done, it has a lot of sediment built up in it, and that sediment will start to settle down to the base level of the water heater. Now, if that sediment starts to harden, what you might be hearing is water boiling underneath that sediment, trying to, break through basically. And that's very bad. It's inefficient, so it means you're wasting money. But 2, that's putting more strain on this water heater, and it's a clear sign that it's time to get it replaced. Number 4, inconsistent hot water. So this is at any faucet that you're using. Most likely you would notice it like a shower. Where you're taking a shower, it's hot, and all of a sudden it starts to go cold, it stays cold. Maybe it's lukewarm water, never really seems to get hot enough. Depending on the type of water heater you have, it could mean that you have an element that's going bad, like an electric heating element. It could mean there might be something going on with the burner compartment or a thermocouple. Either way, if you combine that with it being an older water heater, inconsistent hot water is a number 4 sign that it's time to replace your water heater. And lastly, number 5, the unit is 10 plus years old. Now, most tanks are going to be good for like 8 to 10 years. If you have a water heater that's over a decade old and you have a family of like 2 adults and 2 kids, most likely it's time to get it replaced. Now, I know there's going to be people here that are like, I've had my water heater for 12 plus years old. I've had no issues. That's great. I'm super happy for you. But I hate to say it, but at some point, it's not a matter of if, it's when it's going to fail. You have to decide, when it fails, do I want it to be an emergency and a disaster, or do I want to get ahead of it and have the peace of mind of not having to worry about it? That's the reason why I made this video. I want to make sure that you can avoid that. You can save the towels for pool day or, whatever it is that you're doing. Don't want you having to sop up a bunch of water and dealing with that mess. If you're concerned that any of these 5 signs ring true for you, do me a favor, give us a call. We'll send out one of our plumbers. They're going to come and assess it. One of the things we like to do too is we like to also assess the water quality that's coming into the home. Is it heavily chlorinated? Is it really hard? Is it really a lot of total dissolved solids? These can break down not only your water heater, but also your entire plumbing system. And if you combine that with high water pressure, anything over 80 psi, you could be putting a lot of strain on the entire plumbing system. So we like to really assess all of those things, because sometimes if a water heater fails, it might just be the symptom and not the root cause. And you'll hear me talk about this all the time if you watch my videos. I'm very big into let's fix the root cause, not just the symptom of what the problem is, right? If that's the case, then we'll give you options for those things. If you do need a new water heater replacement, we specialize in energy efficient solutions all the time that can also help you save energy. So if any of these signs ring true to you, give us a call. If you live in Arlington, more than happy to take care of you. We're fast, we're local, and we'll get you taken care of in no time. Thanks for watching.